All right, with that, we quickly shift our focus to another big breaking news update coming in. And a big breaking news update. Sooraj Pancholi has been acquitted in the Jiah murder case. Big breaking news update as the hearing was to take place today. And now news of acquittal coming in. In fact, the bench noting that the state says that a probe commission has been constituted, steps are being taken to probe the incident, and that the state must file a status report. So the matter has been fixed for post 3 weeks. But Mukul Rohatgi on his part, of course, speaking of the series of incidents that have been taking place in the run-up to the hearing that has been slated for today, and now an update coming in on how the court has given acquittal to Sooraj Pancholi in the Jiah murder case. We have Radhika joining with more details on the court's observations. Radhika.
That's right. Sooraj Pancholi has been acquitted in the Jiah Khan death case after nearly a decade. A special CBI court in Mumbai delivered its verdict in the Jiah Khan case. In fact, the Central Bureau of Investigation had taken over the case. It had invoked abetment to suicide and other charges against Sooraj Pancholi in the alleged suicide case of Jiah Khan. Jiah Khan's body was found at her residence in sometime in June 2013. Sooraj Pancholi was arrested for abetment to suicide based on a 6-page letter found in Jiah's home by the police during the investigation. The local police had investigated the matter, after which, based on Rabia's plea, Rabia, who is Jiah Khan's mother's plea, it was taken over by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Special CBI court had reserved its order for today. Now, of course, he's been found not guilty after 10 years, after nearly a decade. A special CBI court delivering its verdict in the Jiah Khan death case and finding Sooraj Pancholi, who was charged with abetment to suicide, as being not guilty.
Okay, all right. Now, this, of course, takes us back to the June 3rd, 2013, when Jiah Khan was found hanging from the ceiling of a house in Mumbai's Juhu. Ever since we've seen her family press for investigations, they keep saying time and again when they do interact with the media on how they hope justice will come their way, Radhika. But after almost a decade, like you pointed out, the special CBI court in Mumbai passing the judgment in the case and acquitting Sooraj Pancholi. Where do we see the case head next? Anything that has been said so far on part of the family, Jiah Khan's family?
Absolutely. Rabia Khan is somebody who had been consistently been part of hearings. She had been consistently filing several pleas before not just the trial court, but before the High Court as well as the Supreme Court, wanting a reinvestigation the matter, but those applications had been rejected by the higher courts. We'll have to wait and see how Rabia Khan is going to react to this, because she has been very vehemently been part of the proceedings. She was also a witness in the case. In fact, it was on her request that the case was transferred to the CBI itself in the first place. Aditya Pancholi had sued Rabia for slander and demanded several crores as well. So there had been multiple pleas filed by both parties, and the trial itself saw an inordinate delay. Remember, this incident itself taking place in 2013. After 10 years is when the verdict has come out. This is as a result of multiple pleas and applications that had been filed, and also multiple adjournments that the case saw in the last several years. In fact, Rabia Khan had also brought in a British forensic expert who claimed that it is murder and suicide. So murder
from both the sides and on repeated basis. Like you pointed out, Radhika, there has been an inordinate delay as far as the trial in itself is concerned. Let me quickly take in a word from Arunil as well, joining us with more details. Arunil, this is a big update coming in, big relief for Sooraj Pancholi.
Well, that is right. Big relief for Sooraj Pancholi. His mother as well has been repeatedly saying that she feels that justice needs to be given to her son because it's been 10 long years. Now, if we look at the investigation as well, there was one letter that was been recovered from actress Jiah Khan's residence. This was after she committed suicide, and that based on that letter only the investigation was being carried out by
the lawyer Abha Singh also joining us on the phone line on what her take is on this big development coming in. Big relief for Sooraj Pancholi. Abha Singh, he's been acquitted by the CBI court.
Absolutely, it is a big relief, and I think justice has actually prevailed, because if you see the suicide case of Jiah Khan, mother did create an issue. Of course, all sympathies with Jiah Khan, but mental health was an issue there. Maharashtra police, she did not have faith. The matter was transferred to CBI. CBI also did not find any evidence. So I think it was a clear-cut case of suicide from day one, but it was tried to give the thing of murder, also abetment to suicide. What is important, even if you see Sushant Singh Rajput case, a case of suicide which was tried to make it into a media trial, or for that matter, the police, Bihar police and Maharashtra police. So I think these suicide matters of the Bollywood, they are being turned into murders just for, I think, what are the intraneous reasons? I think the court must go into that also, that law should not be misused. Law is there to give justice, but coming and finding fake cases, be it the Jiah Khan's mother or even Sushant Singh Rajput's father, that also needs to be investigated, because we need to put an end to people trying to convert suicide into murder for their vested interests.
Well, that's very interesting. Abha Singh saying that there is a particular trend which seems to be emerging when it comes to these Bollywood suicides. Thank you so much for joining us, Abha Singh. Let me go back across to Arunil. Arunil, you must tell us how the entire case progressed and the kind of allegations which were made against Sooraj Pancholi by the mother of Jiah Khan, because we remember it became very acrimonious and there were, every day it appeared, more and more evidence kept coming to light and the entire story kept changing.
Well, initially the Jiah Khan case was being probed for murder as well, and Sooraj Pancholi was being seen as one of the prime accused based on the allegations that were being made by the mother of Jiah Khan. But later on, it was primarily investigated as abetment to suicide. These were based on the allegations that Rabia Khan, the mother of Jiah Khan, had said that Sooraj Pancholi allegedly verbally and physically assaulted Jiah Khan just few days before she committed suicide. I was mentioning about one letter also that was been recovered from actress Jiah Khan's residence. This was immediately after she had committed suicide. In fact, Rabia Khan did not have that much of a confidence in Mumbai police's investigation as well, and that is why the case later on was transferred with the CBI. But now, yes, it's been 10 long years that actor Sooraj Pancholi has been out on bail. If one has to speak from his side as well, his family members, both his mother as well as his father, Aditya Pancholi, have been saying that their son is innocent. He is been framed in this, and in fact they had also filed defamation suits against the mother of Jiah Khan as well. But now this is a massive relief for actor Sooraj Pancholi, wherein he has been exonerated, freed of all the charges, that is mainly abetment to suicide charges in the actress Jiah Khan suicide case.
You must tell us about the defamation suit as well. Arunil, you had mentioned it, because the mother of Jiah Khan has fought a very long battle legally as well, because she was convinced that there was some foul play. Can you remind us of the allegations that she had made against Sooraj Pancholi? And also there were forensic experts that she hired from outside of India to try and prove her case.
Well, Radhika was also pointing to those facts, that how Jiah Khan's mother had got forensic experts from abroad to investigate the entire case. We had seen immediately after the suicide as well. In fact, for around 4 to 5 years, she was there on the media. She was continuously speaking to the media about how she felt that Sooraj Pancholi was behind the death of her daughter. She had basically pointed towards the fact that how Sooraj Pancholi had allegedly beaten her daughter, had allegedly verbally abused her daughter, and that is what had pushed Jiah Khan to commit suicide. These were only the allegations coming in from the mother of Jiah Khan, and that is when the family members of actor Sooraj Pancholi, mainly Aditya Pancholi, his father, had filed a defamation suit against the mother of Jiah Khan, basically saying that his son's image has been completely tarnished. He has a career in Bollywood that has been affected because of these allegations that have been made against Sooraj Pancholi. But this can be seen as a massive relief for actor Sooraj Pancholi. The reason for that is it's been 10 long years that this case has been pending with the special CBI court. The CBI was basically investigating in this, and now considering that Sooraj Pancholi has been exonerated, he has been freed of all charges, it is a relief for Sooraj Pancholi as well as his parents, that is Aditya Pancholi and Wahab Zareen.
Well, this is very interesting. Let's remind our viewers a quick timeline of how everything had transpired in the Jiah Khan death case. Well, remember, it was 3rd of June 2013 when Jiah Khan was found hanging in her Mumbai apartment. The police had initially suspected that it was a case of suicide. A day later, however, her mother, Rabia Khan, who remember faces a defamation case also from the Pancholis, had alleged that her daughter's death was murder and not suicide. Let me go across to Brinda Adige. Brinda Adige, we've seen a lot of twists and turns in this case. It was first a suicide, then a suspected murder case. It was then also turned over to the CBI. Do you think now finally there is closure to this case?
Yes, certainly there is closure to the case, but I cannot say whether there is justice, because now the police have, the court has acquitted the person for lack of probably evidence or for lack of circumstantial evidence, which means justice to Jiah is still not there. And that also shows that our justice system, the police, the prosecution and the courts need to probably look at cases of this nature in a much more serious and deeper manner, and not just what is available in front of them. So there is a closure, but certainly there is no justice. And so women in India will continue to face these challenges every day, because police also look at these cases in that manner.
Well, Brinda Adige, it's very interesting that you're saying that, because I was just speaking to Abha Singh right now. She said that there seems to be a pattern which is emerging within Bollywood. She doesn't look at it from the gender prism per se. She says in Bollywood, be it the Jiah Khan murder death case or be it the Sushant Singh Rajput case, she says there is a trend to try and give a bigger spin to the star suicides and to call it a murder.
Oh, I do not know if I want to call it murder, but I would certainly want to say that that suicide cannot be the sole responsibility of the deceased alone.
Right.
So that is why I'm saying that there is a gender angle to it. If it was a man, now we are looking at how Sushant Singh also was looked at in this manner, and they are still going around with the case.
Yes,
In
that
that
case
manner,
is still
they will not close up the case of Sushant like how they closed the case of Jiah. That is all I'm meaning to say, saying when cases of women come up, the suicide angle gets a very, very big twist. Saying, yes, it is suicide, yes. Who pushed her to it? Who pushed her? Who are the people around that? Why are they not being pulled up? That's all is my question.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Brinda Adige. Also, Arunil for getting us those details. This is a big story. After 10 long years, Sooraj Pancholi has now been acquitted in the Jiah Khan death case. That's the big breaking news. We're going to get you more